Sound levels. Let's look at how we describe sound sources. We've talked about the sound pressure level already as a unit of measure of sound. There's another unit of measure of sound called the sound power level. The sound pressure level that we've already talked about is dependent on the distance away from the sound source in order to determine that sound pressure level. On the other hand, the sound power level in decibels is related to the intensity of sound through a unit surface area, which is independent of the distance away from the sound source. I like to use the analogy of the sun to describe sound intensity. No matter how far away we are from the sun during the day, the sun shines with the same intensity. It is not affected by our environment. But if we look at the sound pressure level on the right-hand side here, it is dependent on the distance away from the sound source, the directivity of the sound source, or the environmental conditions in which we measure the sound pressure level. So let's look at the two pictures here. Sound power level. We have a sound power level of 90 dB. At a certain distance away, we have a sound pressure level of 85 dB. So it might be a very short distance away. If we then take that same sound power source of 90 dB and move it much further away, we have a much lower sound pressure level because of the decay with distance away. So for the same sound power level, we can have two different sound pressure levels depending on the environmental conditions and the distance away from that sound power source.